What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel for another video. Today I have some things very interesting to share with you guys. The best build for that content was able to release 30,000 billion damage on that boss, and this is not a Plume Monarch build. This is what I find interesting, guys. I want to show you the efficiency. I'm going to run multiple times the battle, and I'm going to show you the build right after that, alright? It is interesting because it shows the efficiency of the class I am going to show you in PvE, but there is something that is changing the damage in real situation, in the real PvE outside of that event, and I'm gonna explain that in a moment, alright? So let's get in battle and let's see how much damage I can have with that class. Later, I'm gonna switch my build and I'm gonna show you the results with the Plume Monarch. The best I could achieve, alright? So I'm just lowering a bit the sound for my ears. I accelerated the timer, so it's gonna be better. You can already understand that I am using a PAL build, right? This is the Beastmaster class, and it has insane damage in comparison with the other classes. Maybe I'm gonna have even more than before the time, because it's a bit RNG based, and I had a bit less, 28,000, which is still insane. Want to show you the top ranking. This is the highest score they were able to release. They are running some tests. In fact, they are coming from my alliance and from my family, and they are doing great using the Beastmaster. Thank you guys for sharing the build with me. So wanna show you the real build, alright? So I can explain to you how it works, and then I'm gonna show you the difference between that class and the Plume Monarch for that content. But I have a few explanations to give you guys, so you can understand why in that specific content that class releases have very high damage. So first of all, on the gear, everywhere you want to have some PAL crit and PAL combo. So if I go to the attributes, no, I need to go to the PALs, alright? So these are the stats of my PALs. 55% crit, 36% combo, which isn't that high, to be honest. Alright? Very important, the PALs I decided to use. This one, same for all classes. Increasing your skill energy regen so you can recover the cooldowns of your skills faster, alright? This one, because you have some more burst damage and you can survive a bit longer, but I'm not even sure that we need to have that burst damage resistance, but 30% burst damage is very high for that kind of content. And then for the other pals, you want to take every single one who is increasing your pal damage, alright? And this is the difference between that content and the real content. I'm going to show that to you in a moment. The lizard is increasing your PAL damage by 80%, and it adds some ignore evasion as well. The boss has some evasion, we are gonna see that right after. This one is increasing your PAL damage by 60%. This one is increasing the PAL damage multiplier. This is the multiplier you can see over here. So when you put this one on your set, the others are gonna have a higher coefficient here, so they are gonna release more damage, alright? This is how it works. And the parrot here, to increase the PAL crit damage, alright? You have some other solutions to increase your stats and stuff like that, but this is what works the best, in fact. The difference between that content and the real PvE content is that the PAL levels is not the same. Here I am on my PAL class, the Beastmaster, and you can see that my yellow PALs all level 200, so they have more stats, alright? Coefficient here is 19, alright? If I go back in that content, the difference is insane, in fact. If I go back, if I take the yellow sprite, it is only level 50, so instead of 19, it has only less than 6 in damage multiplier. So this is the real difference. So the PALs we are using in that content are different than the PALs we want to use in the real PvE or PvP content in the game. This is the main reason why the Beastmaster class is very efficient in the other content. If I had better levels on all my pals over here, that class would probably be the best class in the game, because the highest the level on the rare pals, the more the damage you have with the class. This is how it works. So if you want to improve the damage of that class, you need to be a crazy spender, guys, and try to do absolutely everything to get as many skills and pals coupons to have as many levels as you can on every single pal. Not the skills. We don't care about the skills. I apologize about what I said in a second ago. So this is the difference. So then for the skills, because you don't have a lot of pal crit rate and pal combo, of course you want to use this one, so you have some more during the battle, crit rate here and a combo here, very important. Then the wild gust, so you have more attack during the run. This one, the slime bomb, to increase your final pal damage, and the smoke bomb to reduce the damage resistance of the target. This is what you want to use. For the artifact, you want to use the torch, because you have some more attack. The higher the attack you can have, the better, and I'm not even sure if it is the best one. I still need to try more things, because maybe I can have some more pal final crit damage and stuff like that. We are gonna try if I can have better, in fact. But the candelabrum is working very well. Then the other solutions are not very efficient with that class, unfortunately. I'm gonna retry with that. You know what? Let's do that right now. For the mounts, you want to use the carpet, because every time you cast 6 skills, you are going to cast another random skill, and it can decuplate your damage. It depends on the skill it's going to cast. This is why I said it was RNG, but whatever, it is still efficient. This one is working pretty well because you always have more attack and final pal crit damage for the run, but this one, when you have some luck, performs better. And this one can probably perform better, but you need to have a crazy luck during the entire run, because you have only 15% chance to cast a skill again every time you cast a skill. It is less than 1 chance on 6, so this is the reason why the carpet is in average more efficient. But if you have a crazy luck during the run, you can probably achieve a better score using the Book of the Universe. But whatever, we are going to use this one. And for the back accessory, and this one is probably the best, because at the beginning you have less damage, the first 20 seconds if I remember, but then you have a very nice amount of attack increase and a skill regen as well, and pal attack speed, so this one is performing better than the other ones, alright? That said, let's go back in battle, and then I'm gonna switch my build to go back to the Plume Monarch, guys. The timer is still accelerated, so it's gonna take less than 1 minute normally. So that time, I have the Olympic Flame, which one we call the Torch, I guess. So I have more stats on my pals over time during the battle. Might be better than the Candelabrum, but I'm almost dead. I survived. It was just enough. And I got a better score, 31,000. This one is even better, in fact. I'm gonna retry one more time to see if I can have even better than that. It depends on luck. It depends a lot on luck. I don't remember if I have that artifact out of that content. Good question. Alright, a few seconds left before the end result. Let's see the final score. It is even better, guys! 34,680 billion. And so now I am top 3. Top 3? Thought my score was 34,000. I should be top 1. Should be top 1. Alright, it's taking some time, I guess. Let's get out of the content. I am top 1. Let's go. I apologize, buddies. Apologize, guys. That build is insane for that content, guys. I told you. So let's switch the builds. I'm coming back to the Plume Monarch. I want to show you the difference, in fact, because for so long, the Plume Monarch has been the top 1 class for PvE. But that time, because of the PAL levels and the base stats we have for that content, the result is different. Because the stats we have are not maxed out as for the real content, alright? So this is way different. I need to select the affixes, the crit rate and the combo everywhere. Let's do that. Crit rate and combo. Right? Crit rate and combo. Everywhere. It's gonna take a bit of time, guys. Apologize about that. By the way, I tried every single class. Almost. The worst classes so far have been the mages classes. It is terrible. It was expected because it has always been terrible for the PvE content. Both classes perform the same, by the way. The Prophet and the Dark Lord. I was able to get like 5,000, 6,000 was my best score with these classes, guys. Then I used the Warbringer. With the Warbringer, I was able to get 9,000 billion damage. With the Plume Monarch, the best I was able to achieve was 16,000. And with the pack class, it is way above the others. So, for the skills, with that class, I want to unselect everything over here. Want to take this one to have some more attack speed. Want to take the clone. It is going to work very well with the clone. And then I want to use that over here to have some more attack. I'm not even sure, in fact, if this one is better than the others. I'm going to run 2 different tests, alright? First one with this, and then I'm going to switch that. I want to keep these 2, as I told you. Then I want to use this one to increase my attack speed. It is performing well with the Bistro Bow. The higher the attack speed I have, the better. And then this one. You can use this one. These 2 have the same impact on the crit damage, alright? So this is what I am going to use. And you can even replace that by that. You are going to have almost the same result at the end, alright? It's not going to make a big difference. For the artifact, only the Beast Raw Bow works with that class, alright? For the mounts, you want to use this one, the Carpet. One more time, it helps. It can increase your damage by a lot if you can summon multiple times the clone with that. For the back accessory, this one is the best as well. Okay, time to try. My best score with that class was 16,000 billion damage. Let's see how it works. I need to cast multiple times the clone. Let's see if it can happen. No, it cast one more time the main skill of the class. The smoke bomb? Uh-huh. Not lucky with the clones. Alright, so let's see the damage without the 2 clones. 14,000 billion. Hey, I told you. Way different, right? Let's retry one more time. I wasn't able to cast the clone again. No, it's never summoning the clone again. Come on. Just a bit of luck. Want to try to have a better score with the Plume Monarch class. Where is the second clone? Oh. Will I have a bit of luck? I can't exceed the content, so I'm forced to watch the entire battle and wait until the end. Look at that. It was even worse that time. But I swear, if I can have at least another clone, the final result is gonna be better, guys. But I need to have that luck. Come on, summon another clone. What the hell is happening? It doesn't want to. Come on, hello? Hello? Alright, it cast the attack speed again. Where is the other clone? Extract clone, extract clone, extract clone. Oh my goodness, it doesn't want to. Alright, 14,000 billion. Come on. Let's go. Give me another clone. It's never working. What the hell is happening? Can I have at least a bit of luck, please? Come on. Do that to me, please. Do that to me. Extract... no, alright, alright. I recovered the cooldown of the clone a bit earlier. Alright, extra clone. That time it worked. I recovered twice the cooldown of the clone and the result was a bit better. And using that, I was able to get a maximum 16,000 billion, alright? Let's change just one more thing. So you know about it. If I come back over here and if I take that instead, the result is gonna be almost the same. Or the same. Same result. But then you still have that bit of RNG based on the carpet. And I'm gonna do one more try after that. I'm gonna replace the carpet by something else. You're gonna see. Maybe the result is gonna be even the same, in fact. Because I'm not very lucky to cast multiple times the clone with the carpet. Look at that. It's not recovering the cooldown of the clone. The result was almost the same. So if I go to enhance, right? Gotta change the mount because I don't have a lot of luck with that. I'm gonna increase the attack and the final crit damage, and let's see how much damage I can release with that class. And this is gonna be the end of the video after that, guys. So now it is a bit more consistent. So if I retry after that, I should have close to the same damage, to the same results all the time. Alright. Almost done, almost done. Come on, come on. Faster, faster, please. Alright, it's over. Final result. It is a bit worse. It is just a bit worse. So guys, let me know what you think about that in the comments. Have a nice day. Very soon I'm gonna continue trying the Beastmaster, but that time in PvE, to try to have a better score everywhere. Maybe I can manage to have better than the Plume Monarch. This is what we are gonna see later, guys. Take care. See you on the next video. Bye bye.